I just absolutely love our intro. I rock out.
It is definitely not bad. I mean, it brings up the energy because I mean, you out there in TV land may not realize that we actually sit here and hear it, and it's blasting in our headphones while we are getting ready to come on, because that's how real TV works.
That is the way it works. How about that?
Is Area 52 TV?
I'm almost embarrassed. I had to wear headphones today because.
Oh, you're just getting in touch with your inner 70s kid. That's all.
My inner rocker. Yeah, man. Cool.
Yeah.
Dude, is that Freedom Rock? Turn it up. Baby.
Yep. No, it's the big brown Koss headphones.
Oh, God.
That was my thing. Oh.
Best headphones I ever had were I had a set of Vic Forth. Drummers wore them. They were huge and they were heavy, but dude, you could sit back there on a set of drums on a full stage and just get all that slap back on you and not hear nothing but what was in your head. Vic Firth, yeah.
That's nice.
Look them up; they're awesome.
No, the only way I get to be able to listen to my music as loud as I wanted, and I never disturbed anybody else in the neighborhood. It was nice. Those big old Koss headphones.
And then they had that cable was like 50 feet long, but it was coiled.
Oh, yeah, it was the coiled one. Which would always kink up, and you'd get the.
Yeah, and it weighed more than the headphones did. It was crazy. Crazy.
Because you get too much weight on it, it's going to pull your head sideways.
I know. That's just the way it is.
Oh God, those were fun days.
So you've been busy?
I have no idea. I feel like it's been about 12 seconds since we did our last show, but I know it's been a lot longer than that. It's been absolutely straight out. So many freaking projects. Everything from, one thing I started to do was tear apart the interior of my car, and that's good. Well,
you going to turn it into a smart car?
No. Mine's going to be an intelligent car. Much different.
It's going to be a kit.
My car's no, it's an antique.
Kit was an antique now.
But somebody, that kind of kit. Yeah, he is, isn't he? They did the interior in vinyl, and it just absolutely nauseates me. And so I'm pulling it out. I'm starting with the doors, and I'm doing hardwood for everything. It's going to be hardwood. The center console is going to be hardwood.
The seats are going to be uncomfortable.
And of course the doors. I've thought about that many ways, and that may be the one place I compromise. However, if you look at my back deck, okay, I got Amish made furniture out there, and it's
there. You go. Yeah.
Solid.
Absolutely.
Like rocking chairs
go
on the
for
front of Cracker Barrel.
You got to have tweed seats. That beautiful tweed.
Oh, you know what? I had never even considered that. I'm doing burgundy. They're going to be burgundy. The exterior is going to be black, and all of the chrome is being redone as brass. So it's going to be black, brass, and burgundy.
That's going to be pretty. Yeah.
I will send photos when she's done, but I'm really excited. And what's funny is, and I'm not going to ask you what you've been up to, because that's the second part of the show is what you've been up to, and I think it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But what's interesting is I actually used AI to help me decide on the color combinations for the car and what it would look like in all of its detail. Yeah, so I took pictures of my car and I fed it into Charles, my AI assistant.
Right.
And I said, Charles, I want you to change the color from, it's like a cream color now, beige. And I said, I try this color combo. Let's try this. And what was funny was at one point I even fed in, I said, okay, now what I want you to do is I want to use Harper Goff's Submarine from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. And I want you to try to make the car appear as if I did that kind of finish. Yeah. And it did it. And I'm like, okay, I love it, but but 800 rivets just isn't going to happen. Which, I mean, literally, I was able to say, okay, how many rivets is that? Oh, okay, on this panel it has 40. On this panel it has 72. I'm like, oh my God, just never mind. 800
oh, that's crazy.
Rivets. Like, that is totally not going to happen. In order to get that look that, the AI put together, I could have done with less, but it just would have been less.
Yeah.
So,
totally understand
that's when, I asked a couple of my friends around here, and I said, so which one do you like best? And they looked at the pics, and they said, okay, that one's too busy. But the black and burgundy, with the brass was it's just an outstanding combo.
Pretty. So, yeah, absolutely.
But the point is, I used AI, to help me through that process, which segues right into my topic, which is
let's get it.
AI for marketing campaigns.
Yeah.
And that's interesting because a lot of people think, oh, I can use AI to write a blog post, or I can use AI to make a logo or create a featured image on my blog post article. Or, those are very rudimentary uses. There are packages out there, though, that are really taking things to the next level. They are basically designing the entire ad campaign. You don't just have to say, hey, I need to write this article. Go ahead and write an article. You can say, okay, give me a monthly schedule. Show me, what I need to be doing every day for the month. And then your AI assistant, whichever one you choose, is going to come back and give you a schedule. Now, you've got to be a pretty good prompt engineer to get this to work right. What you have to do is prompt and say, look at other people in my industry. Act as if you are an expert on digital marketing and social media marketing, and create for me an effective schedule for promoting my business, including the topics that need to be done, in every day, whatever it is. And boom, it will then give you back your entire marketing program. Then you take it and you go, okay, I'm supposed to be having a blog post article on this day. I need a video for this day. I need, et cetera, et cetera. And it will build it all out for you. At this point, it's getting to where, with some of the paid packages, which can get a little pricey, a couple $100 a month, but when you compare it to the cost of shooting live video, getting the cast, getting the release forms, paying for the music, all that crap that goes along with it, you can basically go in and take some of these AI softwares and say, okay, I need a 2-minute video that does this. And there it is, including characters, voiceover, the whole 9 yards. It's all just there. You can write the script, using your other AI package that knows your business really well, and you've worked with it for a while, and you've explained it, what you're in, and who your audience is, and and then you can go ahead and move over. It is just astounding. But honestly, if you want to learn AI, that AI can be your entire marketing agency for you, including, your basic commercial production. It'll never take over a podcast. It'll never take over, that one-on-one interview thing that you like to do. But son of a gun, it can make sure that you are achieving that thing that we used to call in the old newspaper days, TOMA, which is top of mind awareness. People will almost always do business with the last person they remember in that business.
Right.
And so as long as you are top of mind, you will have the ability to actually, capture that audience. And it is crucial when you're doing that the content you are creating speaks directly to your market. Not everybody wants high quality, luxury value, but every market for every product is different. Knowing your market also, again, you can use AI to really help dig into that. And so as part of your marketing agency, it can give you the answers back. But then when you have all those pieces together, it can then help you reach out and inform people what it is you do. Now you notice one thing that isn't being mentioned here, okay, and that is the second topic I'm going to talk about. And that second topic is your website, okay? Because websites have been undergoing a dramatic, forced change lately. The force has been coming from Google. Google has done something phenomenal. And
you're actually going to give Google praise?
And I don't mean that in a good way, is what I was saying. Okay. I mean, the hurricane is a weather phenomenon. Okay. And yeah, it is phenomenal when you run a search now. At the top of the Google results page is their AI summary that answers your question.
Oh, I know. It's so frustrating.
They maintain. And this is where it gets slick. They say, there's been no difference on clicks. Same number of clicks. And they go, bullshit. And they go, and the links to other people have only gone down about 1%. Really? Because let's dig a little deeper, Google. Yeah, it's only gone down an average of 1% because guess what? You're returning 7,000 pages.
Yep.
And the average page never got a click anyway. And so you're adding those into your calculation. The people who were fighting for the first position, second, third position on page 1 of the SERPs, okay, they have seen their traffic cut as 60%.
Oh my God.
Yes. And the reason the clicks are the same is because Google was doing a great job of feeding you the right answer the first time. Right? So Google, you would only click on one thing. Well, when you read the AI answer, guess what? You have to click on it. I'm also going to point out that there are still a ton, I mean, we're not even talking a metric ton. We're talking a gigaton, okay, of people out there who still to this day use the Google search bar, okay? They use the Google search bar instead of the URL bar in their browser window. And so you tell them to go to area52tv.com.
And they go search for area52tv.com.
Yes. Yeah. And then the first thing that comes up, of course, is area52tv.com. Yeah. So it's always a double link. I have had so many clients. I'm okay, I built your demo website. Here's the URL. They're like, Google doesn't find anything. Well, I didn't ask you to search for it. I asked you to type it in. Well, because it does that, guess what? That is a huge percentage of Google searches are for people that are actually typing in your URL. It's a scam. It's like the old Drudge Report. The reason Matt Drudge got 6 billion views is because he put an auto refresh in his counter. Every 60 seconds, his page would auto refresh. And when that happened, and you'd see the thing up on newsroom windows, it'd be up all day on every monitor in the newsroom, back in behind the camera. Every one of those computers, they log in one time and never touch it again, right? Except it then gave Matt Drudge like 6,000 hits for that one computer for the day because it just auto-refreshed every 60 seconds and counted each one of those as a new view. And we've experimented with that on some sites. And it's like, as long as you leave it on, man, you can just rack up the views. And I've written the code. I've got it to where I put it down to like 5 seconds. And I'm like, watch this.
Oh, no.
It's like bang, 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 bang. Now you're getting, you're getting 12 new views per minute.
Right.
And it's just what happens. And that's how Matt Drudge scammed that system. Well, we want to make sure, and so that's what Google is claiming. Oh, we got 6 billion searches. No, you don't. Okay, nobody's finding the business because they found it on Google. They already had the URL on a business card. They already saw your ad somewhere else. And that's the key to beating this thing. If this is hurting you, if you are getting annihilated, if you're even worried about getting the effect, well, forget about Google searches.
Yep.
They probably weren't doing you any good anyway. I know.
Nope.
I know one company in Florida, man, they were spending $8,000 a month. They stopped, okay, and nothing happened. Their business didn't change at all. They'd wasted $300,000 on Google ads. They were doing nothing for their business.
And there's no recourse.
No, there's nothing. So what you want to do?
You can't go after Google.
Use the first idea. Create the marketing plan that you reach out to the customers where they are. You're on Facebook, you're on Instagram, you're on TikTok, wherever you are. Make your advertising go to them. And that is how you are going to win the marketing war. Use AI to help define it, but then use social media to tell Google to go to hell in a handbasket.
Okay, so not to take away from my time. Not to take away from my time. I have a question. So what if all of you're on social media on all platforms, and you see these $67 lifetime, $97 lifetime, $122 lifetime, $47 lifetime, and you have to answer a barrage of questions, and then you give them access to your other social media. And then they make your post through AI and post for you automatically. So technically, you're not doing anything, but you fed the beast.
Right.
So not only can you use AI,
is they're getting out their stuff, and that's they're using AI. It doesn't matter. It's the same thing.
Yeah. So you use AI to get your stuff. Then you hire this. You pay for this $97 lifetime, and you go in and schedule me a post twice a day on these platforms. You make my ads. You make my copy. You put it up there. Boom.
Yep. Hero Post. Hero Post is now doing that, and that's what it does. I mean, I'm grandfathered in. I was one of the first people to buy Hero Post way back in the old days, and so I paid whatever it was, $97 lifetime, and lo and behold, they have just continued to upgrade me ever since. And I've got the best of the best service because I backed them at the beginning. Now it's like $150 a month.
Yeah.
For what I paid for years ago. And I mean, look, the thing is that they could have gone belly up at any point, and I lost my $67.
Right.
But I funded their startup is what I did.
Yeah, you did, and we did too. I mean, I'm in a pissing contest with them about a month ago. They started expanding, and there's a lot more, and there's like, oh, you got to upgrade. So I wrote back, look, I was from you guys from the beginning. Why am I having to update? Well, that's just the way it is. I'm like, that's not right. But anyway,
all right.
So using the AI to do it for you.
So they gave everybody the full access. Yeah.
Okay.
I did the same thing. I asked, and they're like, no, sorry, you got bad info. It's going to be fine. We're going to upgrade you.
Okay.
So because that's part of their standard package. If they'd made a bonus package, that's different. But because they made it part of their standard, they had to give it to us.
Right. Okay.
All right. Now, crazy. John, let me ask you. What have you been up to, John? Because it's pretty cool.
Right. So I'm probably going to release one of my studios, my other Georgia studio, and just keep one over here by me. And but I want to keep some of the people that I've met happy and stuff like that. So I decided to build a pop-up podcast, truly mobile system. Right? So here's what I did. So I started off with a laptop. Now this is not just a laptop. Well, I mean, Macs can't do this. I wish they could.
No.
But they cannot.
I wish they could too. Nope.
So unfortunately, I'm stuck in the PC world. So I have this. Oh shoot! What is it? It is a. Hold on a second. No, that's not it. That's not it. I'm gonna have to go find it.
John, you got one job.
I know one job. Anyway, so I took my laptop. This is my production laptop, right?
Yeah. Which is pretty badass laptop. I've seen it.
Yeah, I mean, it's got a terabyte inside. It's got the 5080 or 4080 Ti. It is a monster, right? And it's got. I just got to stop using the word "got." I hate that. It has 2 USB-Cs, 4 USB, I guess A's, HDMI ports, Ethernet port, and a place for I can do SIM cards, like small cards, like micro SDs. So then, right? So this is literally
a setup. Can it make julienne fries? That's the real question.
It can, because it's that smart. Because you can Google it, right? Yeah. So this is a setup that we did in over in Ringgold on Monday, and so I'm using the Shure SV7s, right? So I have 2 of those up there. That's right there right now, but I can do up to 5 because each camera that we're using, because we're using the Zoom 8Ks. And look, I mean, that's the whole setup right there. And I can do up to.
That's insane.
If I don't use the interface, if I don't use the ATEM Mini, and I just go to the laptop, I can do 4 cameras, 2 USB-Cs, 1 USB-A, and then my laptop. So that gives me 4 cameras that I can actually film. And yesterday would have been good. So I bought a mount. If you see right here, this mount holds all the cameras, like the 2 zooms and 2 Neewer light bars.
Yep.
So I mean, I can literally do a. Let me see if I can do 4 camera, 5 microphones, because the 2 Zoom cameras. And let me show you the Zoom camera. So this is the Zoom camera. I don't have the other side of it.
Yeah.
So this camera on the other side has 2 XLR inputs, full XLR, not the micro or not the mini XLR, the real XLRs, right? And that top module up there can actually I can use that for room noise, or there's another module that I can put up there so I can do 3 camera inputs. I mean, 3 audio inputs on that camera. So I can do technically, if I ran those 2 cameras with the input modules and my mic, which is another SMB7 or SV7. So I can do up to 3, 6. I can do 7 microphones in a setup. Right?
Insane.
And to me, that's pretty dang cool, right? So then, and this is the microphones we use. They're just like the SMB7s, except for these are made for plugging into your laptop. So they have a XLR, full XLR, and a USB micro. So it goes in, and you can go either way. So actually, if I even wanted to go crazier, this is even crazier. I could go back, put 2 microphones per camera. I can plug in a Behringer UH4, a 404. So that would be 4, 8, 9. I could do 9 microphones if I really, or actually I could do that. I could do 3 and 3 is 6, plus 4 is 10,
John,
plus mine is 11.
To the practical applications here, because
I could do 11 of these things.
Even you would be crashing your system at that point.
So this is my laptop nuts. I use right here is the Strix.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing is a freaking monster. Love this. I love this laptop. It actually ran one of the stations there for a while, which was kind of cool. Now. because of the way sometimes USB treats video, you can have some of the best cameras in the world, but they are super light hogs. So this right here is a Marshall 1080 3G SDI, right? I can take this camera, go through an ATEM, and we were playing with this all day yesterday. So I ran a couple of I did a couple of the interviews with the Zooms. Then I did a couple of recordings with this Marshall, right? So with this Marshall, I can put an ATEM down. I can go 4 cameras plus my onboard laptop camera, so I can do 5 cameras. And these little things right here, my camera that you see me right here, right, is one of those.
Yep. Okay.
And that's video is absolutely amazing. So it's kind of funny. I've used these from the start of Tampa Bay Multimedia back when we were WeBeam TV, because these little cameras were the ones that we used in the radio stations to stream the live radio shows.
Right.
Because they're small and they go, and I put everything. And you're talking about another one. Okay, I'm going to blow your mind. See this little thing right here? $123. And it's called a Mokos. It's 4K. It has a USB out. It has an HDMI out. And it's controllable by, hold on, let me get there. So it comes with a remote. Let me see if I can bring in a better image. It has a remote, so you can control wide, medium, or close. You can control the iris. You can control, it has audio on board if you really wanted it to, but, and it's got double mounts on top and bottom. So if you need to hang it, you can hang it and then tell the video to you're under hanging, which is absolutely phenomenal. It's just, I'm trying to get to what I put all this stuff on. Let me come back to us real quick. I built this thing and was able to do 15 recordings yesterday. And here it is right here. Right. So this is what I mount the camera and lights on. This little rig here. 1 microphone stand's all you got to have. And you take the microphone, that doesn't come with the holders, but I mount cameras and lights up there. So it is absolutely probably one of the best little systems. And what I did is I just went back to my roots of working in all the radio stations, because the radio stations at first we don't want you in here. You're going to be in the way. And I said, what if I guarantee you I'm not in the way and I can do everything in the footprint of a microphone tabletop stand? And they're like, well, if you can do that, I said, and I said, okay. So we did that, ran little simple cables. Oh my God. Now I literally can take this system anywhere, not take up, but maybe a booth in a restaurant or an area like that, and do this all day long. All day long.
Oh yeah.
All day long.
No, as long as you can power, you're good.
Right. So have you noticed something on the bottom of the screen?
I'm actually looking at a Mokos camera right now. I'm on the screen.
And they have different versions. Link. So we no longer have to. No, not that I don't want to. I mean, I want to tell everybody, these are the guys they're sponsoring us. We got Squatch Juice, of course. We've got Hero, which is absolutely amazing. We got Cardio, Miracle, absolutely phenomenal. The one I really love the best is we are now an affiliate with Fantic. Now, I personally, I buy a lot of. I have their micro tool sets. I have their powered and their battery powered soldering gun. I have their vacuum, and I just found out the other day that they make tents. So, and the tents are actually pretty cool. So, so if you want to help support the channel, go to area52tv.com/affiliates, and we'd appreciate all the help that we can get. Now, I know we're out of time. I get all that point, right? So, but oh yeah. What I do want to say is if you're looking to do your own podcast somewhere, or you just want to do a one-time thing and have us show up, we can show up anywhere. And matter of fact, everything we do is battery. battery.
Yeah.
No power needed. So we can literally be out in the middle of the field and do this kind of stuff. But with that being said, hey, go and check out our affiliates. We need support. Remember what Anthony says, AI is your friend. And we will see everybody on the next episode of the Tech Shamans. Bye, everybody.
Take care, everybody.